So how many people do you think it took to build the first temple in Jerusalem? The Book of Kings, Sefer Malachim, reports that more than 150,000 people participated. 80,000 hewers in the mountains, another 70,000 to schlep those heavy stones, and then another few thousand on the actual construction site. King Solomon hired one of the top architects of the day, a man by the name of Hiram, to oversee the entire project. Indeed, building Hashem's house was a major event, and it needed to be done right. But when all was done and dusted, there seemed to be a flaw in the architecture. There was one detail that was not up to date with the standard of the time, and that was the windows. You see, ancient windows were usually built in a way that were narrow on the outside and were wide on the inside. The reason for this is that when there's no electricity and one is relying on natural light to illuminate the room, the most effective way of doing that is having the window built narrow on the outside and then spreading wide on the inside, in order that way the light should be able to spread into the entire room. The windows of the temple, however, were built the exact opposite way. They were narrow on the inside and wide on the outside. But that was no mistake. The windows were purposefully built that way in order to demonstrate that the temple did not need the light from the outside. Rather, it was the temple that gave forth spiritual light to the entire world. You see, there's a similar idea when it comes to the menorah of the temple, where the Medrash tells us that Hashem says, "Do you think I require the light of the menorah?" Rather, the entire purpose of the menorah, with its miraculous features, is in order to demonstrate that Hashem's presence resides amongst the Jewish people. And it's for the exact same reason that the windows of the temple were designed in such a way, narrow on the inside and wide on the outside, in order to demonstrate that it was the temple with its godly light from within that would illuminate the world on the outside. The exact same thing applies to the mini temple that exists within our own heart and soul. It's not enough that we welcome the divine presence into our own life and make a mini sanctuary for God in our own heart. Rather, we need to build those windows like King Solomon did, narrow on the inside and wide on the outside. We need to share that truth with others, share our resources, and illuminate the lives of those around us, thereby living up to our calling of being a light unto the nations. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.